you're eccentric, you stand out, you have layers to you, you're dynamic, you're multifaceted, you're not a simple-minded person, you function differently than other people, you don't live life the way that other people live life. I feel like you're definitely weird, and I mean that in the best way. It is like the biggest compliment. So if this message found you, it's because you genuinely don't feel like you belong or you fit in or you relate to other people. Like you don't fit into a box. Like people can't put you into like a category. So I feel like you're just a very unique person. You have a lot of different sides to you and aspects to you and personalities, you know, and this just keeps you very interesting. Weird is like a weird word because some people label weird as bad, some people take it as a compliment, whatever. But the way that I mean weird in this sense is that you're not for everybody, you're not like everybody, and you're not one-sided. I feel like you're not one-dimensional. You're multifaceted. You're dynamic, okay? You have different sides to you. And I also sense that maybe you don't open up about all of these sides all the time, right? So like not everybody knows the truth of who you are. I feel like no one knows the truth of who you are. I feel like you go layers deep, okay? There's always some sort of thing to peel back and like understand about you, right? Like in any given moment, like there's something new that people learn about you. You're just always like something new that gets unraveled. I also feel like a lot of people don't give you a chance, okay? So people kind of judge you based on first impressions, maybe how you look or how you talk or like the first things that you say. There's something about you where it's like when people first meet you, they're not getting the full story of who you are. And I feel like a lot of people don't take the time to get to know you deeper. They just kind of judge you on that first impression that you gave them. And then they label you maybe weird or they label you different or like they're not interested in you or they don't like you and they don't give you that chance, right? And the people that do give you the chance, the cool quirky weirdos like you that actually like take the time to get to know you, realize a whole different side to you and realize that wow, this person's really cool, they're really unique, they're really funny, they're really whatever, all the things that you are, right? So I feel like not a lot of people understand you. Not a lot of people understand you, and that's because they don't take the time to, because you're layers deep and it just takes you a while, maybe even to like open up. And not even just because you're like scared to open up, it's just, you just have this energy to you that just continues to deepen and expand like the longer that you know someone or you spend time with someone. And the more comfortable that you are with people, the more free you start to feel with being your true self. And I feel like your true self is, like I said, not a simple person. You are not a simple-minded person. I feel like you're complex, you're deep, you have mystery to you, you have layers to you, you have different sides to your personality that come out in different moments. And most people don't even truly know you, okay? Most people don't even truly know you. You know, maybe even the closest people to you don't know you that well, right? And it's not because, like, with your closest people, you don't open up fully. I feel like you do. I just feel like people don't understand. People don't understand because, you know that saying where, like, people could only meet you at the level that they have met themselves. So I feel like a lot of people haven't accessed these parts to themselves, right? The depths of who they are, their quirkiness, their dynamic nature, their complexity. Most people are afraid to go there, to their shadow, to their, truth, their authenticity. They're just conforming. They're just living life the way that they've been programmed. So they don't think for themselves. So a lot of people don't even see you. They don't even see you for who you are and how amazing you are and how dynamic and multifaceted you are, because they can't access that within themselves. So they don't have eyes to see. So if you feel like you have been misunderstood your whole life and like you don't fit in, like you don't belong, like you're just, no one gets you, or they judge you, or they misunderstand you, I feel like, they misrepresent you, they misperceive you, they don't get the full picture. And a lot of times I feel like you're like you want to try to, I don't know, maybe like convince them otherwise, or maybe there was a time in your life where you really did try to fit in and be understood, and maybe it did really bother you to like, be seen for who you are, and maybe that was like a really big deal for you because it was not a true accurate, interpretation, like whatever it is that these people thought of you. But I think now you're getting to the point in your life where you just don't give a fuck, right? You're just like, I'm so happy being who I am. I'm so happy embracing myself. And I feel this energy for you where you're just starting to show up in your life as yourself, as the true authentic version of yourself. And you literally don't care if people get it, or if they see the other side to you, or if they know that you're deep or mysterious or funny or compassionate or spiritual or psychic or whatever, okay? Like, you just, honestly, I just feel like you don't care. You've hit this point where you're just showing up unapologetically and confidently, expressing yourself in whatever way that you want to express yourself, and that's enough for you. That is enough for you. Like, you're no longer seeking to be understood or seeking to be seen or seeking to be validated or even approved of by other people, okay? You've hit a point of kind of like you've lost your mind in like the most positive way. Like, you have, and if you haven't experienced this yet, I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's coming for you. This is going to be your freedom. This is going to be your big breakthrough energy where you are showing up in the world, in your environment, at work, in public places, online, just in your community, in your circle, in your family, whatever. Like, you're just showing up as this unapologetic, free version of you, just expressing who you are, like just all of it, who you are, and not overthinking, what are people going to think? Are they going to understand me? Am I going to get validation for this? Am I going to be judged? There's this freedom. And you're releasing the attachment to this. And, ironically, when you show up as your true, free, authentic self, not giving a fuck about how people are going to perceive you and if they're going to see you and understand you, and you're constantly seeking desperately for their attention and validation, when you no longer show up in that energy, the irony of life is that the world starts to reflect that back to you. Like, it starts to give you attention. It starts to give you recognition. It starts to give you validation and love and acceptance and popularity and likeness and whatever, because you are finally feeling good within yourself, right? You have mastered selfhood. I don't know. You have mastered self-expression. You have mastered authenticity, and you're just in yourself. You're in your light. You're in your truth. You're in your element. You're in your you-ness, right? And people can sense that. They can pick up on that. People are addicted to that. They're attracted to it. They admire it because they're not free either, right? They're holding back, and you're not holding back anymore. And there's something about that. There's something really attractive and inspiring about somebody who is no longer holding back. And, that means, you're going to have to be vulnerable, and you're going to have to be like maybe weird, right? And different. And maybe you will receive a lot more attention, and maybe some of it will be negative attention or criticism or whatever, judgment. But it's the energy where, like, you don't care anymore. You don't care. It's like, judge me all that you want. All I know is that I'm happy within myself and I'm having fun. Okay, I'm having fun on this earth, on this playground. And I finally have learned how to play the game of life. And that energy is magnetic, okay? That makes you radiant. And so just keep showing up as your weirdo self, okay? Just all the parts of you, all the sides to you, whatever it is, whoever it is that you are, keep showing up as that person, and release this need for validation and approval from these people. And once you start showing up in that energy, ironically, you will probably get more attention and be more liked, but I just don't think you care. It's like, that's the thing. That's the big irony of life, is when you've reached a point of I don't care, that's when you start getting it. And then when you start getting it, you're no longer attached to that. You're no longer like, oh my gosh, finally it happened. Oh, now I can live and breathe. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. That's a nice little bonus that life gave me, But that's the irony of manifestation. When you're manifesting something, it's like the moment you let go, you get it, but you get it because you no longer need it. And the reason it stays in your life and you can sustain it is because you aren't attached to it anymore, right? You have detached from this thing. So this is a huge thing, I think, for everybody on this earth, right? It's like how do you show up as your authentic self? How do you express yourself freely without caring? And this, I feel like, is a lifelong journey and battle, because we have gone through a lot of trauma. There's a lot of bullshit, that affects us, of not being able to show up as our true authentic selves. But I just feel like you found this video, you're especially special in the best way, okay? You definitely are different and weird, and you have layers, and you're just dynamic, and you're so juicy and good. And I just feel like, don't hold back all that juicy goodness from people because, of that external noise. Like, just keep showing up as your confident self, and I just feel like you're gonna feel so much more aligned with yourself and so much more content and confident in yourself, right? Because you're just being you. There's a freedom in that. There's a power in that. There's an independence in that. So that's what I have for you, you little weirdo you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if this resonated with you. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, I will leave a link to that below in the description box, and I will see you in my next video.